Ernie's waiting for the rest of the band to practice. They're gonna play out at the park tonight.
I don't know why you couldn't have helped us in the kitchen.
I had to dress for the ball.
I had to make the potato salad and stuff the eggs and make 3 dozen bread and butter sandwiches.
I had to bathe and dust my limbs with powder and slip into my frock.
Did you wash the bathtub?
Yes, I washed the bathtub. Madge, how do I look? Now, tell me the truth.
You look very pretty. I always knew you could.
I feel sort of funny.
You look wonderful in the dress. You can have it if you want to.
Thanks. Madge, how do you talk to boys?
Why, you just talk, silly.
How do you think of things to say?
I don't know. You just say whatever comes into your head.
Supposing nothing ever comes into my head.
You talked with him all right this morning.
But now I've got a date with him, and it's different.
You're crazy.
I think he's a big show-off. You should have seen him this morning on the high diving board. He did real graceful swan dives, a 2.5 gainer, and a backflip. The kids stood around clapping. He just ate it up.
I think I'll paint my toenails tonight. More sandals.
He was bragging all afternoon how he used to be a deep sea diver off Catalina Island.
Honest?
And he says he used to make $100 doing parachute jumps out of a balloon. Do you believe it?
I don't see why not.
You never hear Alan bragging that way.
Well, Alan never jumped out of a balloon.
Madge, I think he's girl crazy too.
You think every boy you see is something horrible.
Alan took us to Hi-Ho for Cokes, and there was a gang of girls in the back booth, Juanita Badger and her gang. When they saw him, they started giggling and tee-heeing and saying all sorts of crazy things. Then Juanita Badger comes up to me and whispers, "I think he's the cutest thing I ever saw." Is he, Madge?
I wouldn't say he's the cutest thing I ever saw.
Juanita Badger's an old floozy. She sits in the back row at the movies so the boys will come in and see her and sit with her. One time, she and Rubberneck Krause were asked by the management to leave. And they weren't just kissing either.
I never even speak to Juanita Badger.
Madge, do you think he'll like me?
If you give him a chance, he will.
I don't really care. I just wonder.
Why ask me all the questions? You're supposed to be the smart one.
Not when it comes to boys. I'm absolutely ignorant.
Don't feel bad. Women like Miss Sydney make me disgusted with the whole female sex. Last year, she and some of the other teachers made such a fuss over a statue in the library. It was a gladiator, and all he had on was a shield on his arm. Those teachers kept hollering. They said it was an insult to them every time they walked into the library. Finally, they made the principal, I don't know how to say it, but one of the janitors got busy with the chisel, and then they weren't insulted anymore. The next day, there was a sign hanging on the statue. Miss Sydney was here. I know you're not in the mood for funny stories, but you just have to laugh at Miss Sydney.
What's the use, baby? She saw right through me like an x-ray machine. I'm a bum. There's just no place in the world for a guy like me.
I know how you feel. Millie is so smart and talented, and I get to feeling so jealous of her and worthless when I try to be like her. And then I tell myself, I'm not Millie. I'm me. And I feel lots better.
I'm me.
Sure.
Sure. But what's that?
Well, you're very entertaining. I mean, I think you say all sorts of witty things. And you're a wonderful dancer.
What good's dancing?
Oh, I can tell a lot about a boy by dancing with him.
You can?
Some boys, even though they're very smart, when they take a girl in their arms to dance, they're kind of awkward, and so a girl feels sort of uncomfortable.
She does?
But when you took me in your arms to dance, I got the most wonderful feeling that you knew exactly where you were going, so I could follow you every step of the way. So you're not so bad. I don't care what you say.
Oh, yeah? Look, kid, let me level with you. When I was 14, I spent a year in a reform school. How do you like that?
What for?
I stole a guy's motorcycle. Yeah, I stole it. I got no excuses. I stole it because I wanted to get on that damn thing and go so far away so fast that nothing would ever catch up with me.
Sure.
Then my old lady went to the authorities. I've done everything I can with the boy. She says I can't do another thing with him. So off I go to the damn reform school. And the old lady's real happy because my dad's always loaded. And she's got a new boyfriend. And I'm in the way.
Gee.
Well, there you are. And I never told anybody about that. Not even Seymour. Because Seymour's Seymour and I'm me. So if you want to get sick or run inside and lock your door and faint, go ahead. I ain't gonna stop you because gee, baby, you come out here on the porch looking like a pretty little doll. But you're a real woman, aren't you?
I want to be.
You are.
Am I? We gotta go on the picnic.
Do we? There's other places with not so many people. Okay. I'll take the car back to where we were and get a little sleep. I can't go back to Seymour's house now.
No.
I didn't even think of Seymour till just this second.
I don't think either of us thought much about anything.
Are you alright, baby?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright.
Will I see you tomorrow?
I don't know.
I almost forgot. I started a new job this morning.
I have to be at the dime store at 9.
What time you through?
6?
Will I see you?
I don't know.
Well, I guess I better be going.
Guess so.
Baby, how are you gonna handle your mother?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Baby, you don't mind going with a guy who's working on the pipeline, do you?
Don't be silly.
I'm really happy with a job like that, one I can really handle than I would be pretending to be a big shot.
It can have just as much a future as any other kind of job.
Sure. A guy gets spoiled if he's a good football player or something. He thinks he can expect his whole life to be big time, but... Gee, I'm lucky I met you. I feel fine. Like coming down through the clouds in your parachute, landed on solid ground, and the old world feels pretty good on my feet again. Baby, are you crying?
Just a little.
Why?
I don't know.
You almost got me doing it.
It's not because I'm unhappy, really.
Same here.
It's just...
Not unhappy. Baby, kiss me goodnight.
It's just get things started all over again.
Well, kiss me goodnight anyway. Will you?
If you promise not to hold me.
Yeah, I promise. I'll keep my hands at my side, see?
Okay. Now I'll kiss you. Hi, I'm Raven Whitley. I'm 5'4.5", and I'm based in Chicago.